Hey everyone, welcome back to an episode of Create with Linda. Today is, what's today? Monday. I forgot. Today's Monday and it's around 4:10 after 4 in the afternoon. I'm getting ready to make dinner now. I'm gonna make a small meatloaf for me and Bill because I have some chopped meat that I want to use up. And Frankie is gonna have something else. Julie's not home. And Darren's not home. So I have a small thing of chocolate that's a perfect size to make the meatloaf. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to put my oven on to 380. Preheat my oven and let's get going. All right. I'm going to wash my hands. And then get the meatloaf going. Okay, so what I put in my meatloaf, I've shown you guys how I made meatloaf before. I'll show you how I do it. I do it a specific way. Everybody has their own, way of what they put in their meatloaf or their meatballs or their whatever. These are the fresh eggs from the chicken. All eggs are from the chicken, but one of Billy's co-workers has chickens, and we always get the eggs from him. So these are right out of the chicken's cooler. All right. So what I have here is we like meatloaf left over too. So this is only a pound and 20. It's not even a pound. It's less than a pound and a half. But this is perfect because, it'll come a little bit bigger when you put the other stuff in it. So this is 2080, right? Yeah. I didn't buy a big one last week because it was just way out of control, the price. So I got a small one. But this would be enough for like 3 burgers or 4 burgers, for my family. Probably 4 burgers, small to medium sized burgers. So either I could use it for that, or I'd rather use it as a meatloaf. This way, it'll stretch more and it'll be delicious. All right. Let's just, when I'm doing my mixtures and like this, I like to make a little hole in it so I get it all in the middle, not just on top. All right, so we're gonna I think we're gonna do just 1 egg. I don't think it's gonna be more than 1 egg. That's a big egg too. You can tell the difference in the fresh eggs from the eggs from the store. Totally. Look how yellow the yolk is. So much yellower than the regular eggs. The other eggs. Okay, so let's do some seasonings now. We'll do some garlic powder. Oh, this is salt. Sea salt, hello. Garlic powder. I would say about 3 teaspoons or 2 tablespoons. I don't measure, you know that, guys. Onion powder. Let's do a little bit of basil. Just a little bit. We definitely put parsley, dried parsley. I have fresh parsley. I gotta go out I have some fresh basil too over here. I'll probably put some basil in here. Some fresh basil. Whenever you have, herbs from your garden or from the store, it's always good to use them. It really is. Let's do a little bit of pepper. A little bit of pepper in my life. A little bit of salt by my side. Oh, guys. So sorry I didn't put a video up yesterday. I was going to film. I made a mussel gravy, which is, mussels fra diavolo. Jenny was here. I picked her up, and she was over and everything. I just felt like being in the moment and just making dinner and stuff. And so that's what I did, guys. But I think I took a picture. I might have a picture that I'll insert in here of the meal. I think I did. I'm not sure if I did, though, honestly. But we'll see. Anyway, salt, pepper, basil. Did I use? Did I use parsley? Did anybody see me put parsley in? Yeah, I think I did. All right, parsley, garlic powder. Let's put some onion powder in here. We're gonna put a little bit of breadcrumbs, not a lot. Let's do a little bit of breadcrumbs. I don't like a lot of breadcrumbs because I don't want to taste all breadcrumbs. I want to taste the meat and have the meat. I don't want it to be all breadcrumbs. So that's why I don't go overboard on the breadcrumb side. Let's do a little bit of grated cheese. Trying not to use my nails to help open stuff because I end up breaking it out. All right, and we're gonna do a little bit of buttery steak seasoning. There it is. A little bit of buttery steak seasoning. Just a little bit. I don't want to change the flavor of my meatloaf, but it does add a little bit of something in there. Again, when you use the butteries, when you use the Kinders, be careful of the salt that you put in also with this because this could be, it's a little bit salty. It can be a little bit salty, so use it cautiously, guys. Use it cautiously, but it is amazing. It's amazing. It could replace the salt, really. If you just want to use a little bit of this rather than salt, and then you taste your food if you don't need salt. You know what I mean? This is really nice. Yeah. All right. So I have Bible study tonight, so I want to get this in the oven. Let me go put the eggs away, and then let me get the other stuff that I want for this. I'm going to put some water in here. I use water to moisten my stuff. You can use milk. You can use chicken broth. You can use whatever you want. That's what I use. All right. I feel like using my hands right now. I feel like getting my nails all gooey. I don't have any gloves. I gotta buy those gloves. The kitchen gloves. That's what I gotta do. Not the kitchen gloves, you know, regular gloves. I'm gonna have to use my hands eventually. Let me smell it. I don't know, I don't smell much of anything in here. I want to go out and get some parsley. I have basil, like I said. I'm going to go out and get some parsley. I think it needs a little bit of Italian seasoning that I didn't put in. We'll do some of that. We'll do some of that. I'm not sure if I'm going to make rice or mashed potatoes with this. What should I do? What should I do? Tell me what I should do. Let me go out and get the parsley. Oh my God, these paper towels are ridiculous. All right, guys, I'll be right back. All right, guys. I went out and got some parsley. I have a nice amount of parsley out there. Not a bunch, but a little, you know, enough. A lot. So I got some fresh parsley. Then I remember that I bought this last week, parsley. And I want to use a little bit of this, too, because I like to put a lot of parsley in here. So I didn't want to take a lot from my garden because I wanted to keep growing. So I wanted to leave some there. So I did, but I'm just going to take some of this. I might as well use this just as well. This is like I just bought it yesterday. It's all washed already. I wash it when I bring it home, wrap it in a wet paper towel, and wrap it in a Ziploc bag, and it stays for a month, if not longer. All right, so make sure you tuck it back in there. It's good. Close it up. This back in the fridge in a minute. So I just gotta take some of the stems off of the parsley. I did the other ones already, just a little bit. Like I said, I'm gonna chop it with the knife. I don't mind some stems, I always say, but I don't want big, huge stems. But you know, they're gonna be chopped up. And when I chop them in the chopper too, you know, it's easier. But I'm not doing the chopper. I want more of a chunkier type of chop, so I just want to cut them. I'll just cut them with the knife. All right, so here we go. Got this. I got some basil that I had from my garden too. So I got basil. My basils is holding its own. It's coming up a little bit more. The one I planted from ShopRite that I got, and then the other plant that I had is still producing. Just took a little while to start producing again, but it seems to be doing better. So I'm hoping that it'll really produce by the end of the summer. I'll have a nice big plant. We'll see. Whatever it is, it is. Whatever I can get out of it, guys, you know, is going to be helpful. All right, so let's get this cut up, and then I'll get the meatloaf going quick. Meatloaf's not going to take long, 45 minutes. What I decided to do, growing up, my mother used to make, she would make a red with meatloaf with a red sauce and with brown gravy. Tonight, I usually do the brown, but I have this tomato sauce that I had in the refrigerator that I forgot that I put in there last week, and I want to use it up. So I'm going to use this red sauce. I'm going to use red sauce, and I'm not going to make mashed potatoes. I'm going to make rice with it tonight. So I'll have rice instead of mashed potatoes with gravy. We're going to have the red sauce with it. So yeah, that's what we're doing. So I'll put a little on the meatloaf, and the other we'll just save for the, put on top or whatever you want to do. Well, I'll put a lot of it on the meatloaf. All right, so that's how I want it. Okay, I want it not fine. This adds a lot of flavor to your meal. Just gonna use the other side of the knife, not the sharp knife, the sharp part. But I don't cut myself either, because I've done that before. I cut myself yesterday, not yesterday, the day before when I was cooking. I slipped and I slit my finger, and I had to put a Band-Aid on it. But it's fine. It's healing up. I'm putting antibiotic on it, and it's okay. But I had the Band-Aid on for like 2 days, and it actually made an indentation in my finger, but it's okay now. All right. All right, guys. That was me, you sillies. All right. So I think I'm just gonna mainly do it with the spoon, but I'll feel it. Smells amazing. Look at that. It's gonna be so delicious. A little bit more onion. A little bit more garlic. And we'll also put a little minced onion in here, a little chopped onion. We'll do some minced onion. Sometimes I put mozzarella in my meatloaf. I'm not doing that today. It's got to be moist to the touch, though. That's how to me, that's what my mother used to always do. And if it's moist to the touch, if it's a little wet, like my meatballs are the same way, then that means it's going to be a nice, moist meatloaf. So I'm not going to mix it anymore because I don't want it to I don't want to overmix it, and I don't want it to get tough. The more you mix chopped meat up, like when you're making burgers or you're making meatloaf, the more you mix it up and handle it, the tougher it's going to be. All right, let's see what pan do I want. I'm going to need the husband. Bill, I need you a minute. So, like I said, I'm gonna make the instant rice so that I need that the round pan, the oval pan. I'm going to yeah, I'm gonna make rice with it, and I think I might get the carrots out and make some carrots.
Oh God!
What?
You have to.
I don't know. It's just you don't have to eat them. You won't eat them.
I don't like carrots. Carrots are bad for you.
No,
Hey, Momo.
it's good for you. All right. All right, guys. Here we go. This is gonna be a nice. See all that left in there? That bothers me right there. That bothers me. What is that? Piece of chocolate. All right. I just have to close my eyes to this, otherwise let me get the spatula, I'll get all the rest of this out of there. I can't stand leaving parsley and basil behind. Look, see, look at that. I'm not leaving that behind, guys. Not doing it. Not doing it. All right. All right. I am going to use my hands now. Okay. Smush that in there. That was just more breadcrumby than anything. So it's going to be kind of thin, but it's going to be good. It's going to be perfect. It's going to be perfect for Billy and I and the leftovers. Okay, so the oven is heating up already. It's at 380. And it's important for the oven to be hot because you want this to go in and get hot right away. You know, you want it to start like caramelizing right away. All right. And I'll wash my hands. It's easier to take off all the meat mixture off of your hands and whatever like kind of gooey stuff you're doing first with a paper towel, because then when you go to wash your hands, the soap doesn't slip off. You'll see if I mix this whole meatloaf up and go wash my hands, it'll take me 5 minutes to get all the stuff off my hands first. The soap doesn't take it off. So you gotta wipe it all off and then you wash your hands with soap, and then that's the best way to do it. In my opinion, guys. Alright, so let's get this in. Alexa, set the timer for 30 minutes.
Good afternoon, Linda.
Because then what I'm going to do, in 30 minutes, guys, I'm going to put the red sauce over it and let it cook like another 15, 20 minutes. So that's what I'm going to do. Let me wash my hands. I'm going to, what did I use this for? Oh, this I'm going to use for the carrots. I'm going to make some carrots, I think. Some of my brown sugar carrots. And like I said, I should have cut up some of that basil and parsley for the rice. That's okay, I can do it. I can do it again. I'll just do it again. I am going to make the instant rice, which is a lifesaver. Oh, I love it. Love it. Let me go in the refrigerator and see if I can find the carrots. I know they're in here. I was just saying, I went through I was going through my drawer here, and I have peppers that I have to utilize. I might make something with peppers tomorrow, but whatever peppers I don't use, because I noticed one of them is getting a little soft. I have 6 up here, and then I have 2 down in the refrigerator downstairs. I think what I'll do is I'll slice them up, maybe blanch them for a couple of minutes, and then stick them in a double freezer bag and put them in the freezer, because I don't want the peppers to go to waste. I actually can make some roasted peppers because I'm out of them. I have just a little bit left, so that's what I'm going to do too. Yes, yes, yes. Make some roasted peppers. Alright, I'll eat a hot dog. Where are the carrots? The sugar, no matter what, it's always a mess. Always. And I just cleaned it out. I just did it yesterday. I have other carrots in here too. So good. meatballs and sauce in here. What is this, basil? Bill, Darren could have took the meatballs and sausage for dinner with a little pasta.
Why?
There's a couple of meatballs and sausage left over that Darren could have take for lunch today.
You know.
All right, guys, I'm gonna peel these carrots. This is garbage. I don't know how many carrots I'm gonna make, but I want to get rid of some of them. I want to leave a couple raw, so I'm not gonna use all of them. Let's throw this out. Let's get the peeler. All right. Let's peel. Well, this one doesn't even look good. Let's see. Yeah, I think it'll be good when it's peeled. So I'm gonna boil some water. All right, guys, let me rinse this pan. This pan was not on the floor, but it's on the shelf over there, and you know, there's dust and everything else. I gotta always wash them before we use them, obviously. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill that with water, and then let it come to a boil. You know, to a boil. I'll put the carrots in there and blanch the carrots first before I do anything else with them. Yeah, root vegetables, they stay good for a while. Here. Look at that.
It's not like we can say, hey, we were supposed to be patrons. That wouldn't be very charitable.
Get warm, boiled. I'll start with these carrots first. And these are good, I'll have left over. Julie loves these kind of, you know, when I make my sweet brown sugar carrots, so we can have them tomorrow night and stuff too. Now, if these carrots weren't so like dirty, I would definitely, I don't always peel them. I prefer to peel them, but I don't have to. If they're pretty clean, I mean, I could wash them even and keep the skin on. I could have washed them, but not dirty like that. The skin seems to be dirty, and I don't want to keep the skin, eat the skin like that. See what I mean? Like that to me is not now. I won't eat that. I don't want to eat that. But it's just normal, like, you know, orange skin with none of that stuff on it, because these have been in there a little while, so, you know, they might not be 100%, but they'll be good. I'm not going to waste them. I would definitely just wash them if they were like, looked like more like this, but they're, you know what I mean? I would wash them rather than peel them. I don't know. It just depends on my mood. So it's a nice day up here in upstate New York. It's warm, but it's not humid, but it's warm in the sun. I don't know what the degree is, but we haven't really had much rain, but you know, pretty glad about that. But I don't know. I only went to the Lake Beach once this year so far this summer. I'm hoping to go one more time before the summer ends, and I probably will one more time. But my husband and I and my girlfriend and her husband, I told you guys we're going away in a couple of weeks to this resort that we've gone to before. A lot of fun. There's a pool, inside pool, like with jacuzzis and really nice. And there's an outside pool and there's little restaurants within their little place, the little resort. They got music and stuff like that. So we're gonna go there. Me and my husband had planned it, and then I was speaking to my girlfriend Joan about it, my best friend. And she was like, and I said, why don't you guys come? And so they're coming too. So it's good because she lives in PA, and where we have to go is like an hour and a half, close to 2 hours from our house, and it's like 2.5, or a little over 2.5 hours from her house. So it's halfway. So she has to go halfway, and we're going halfway anyway. So yeah, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. I can't wait for that. So we'll definitely, hopefully the weather will be nice that weekend that we go, and we can maybe go out in the pool, you know, there too. So I'm excited about that. I can't wait. Looking so forward to going away with my bestie and my husband, and we get along so good. Her and her husband and I, her husband and my husband get along really good, and we just have a ball together. So it's gonna be nice. So yes, I have that to look forward to. Actually, this weekend coming up, I'm gonna be filming probably. You know, I'm not sure how much though, because we're going to be we're having a barbecue. Julie's having all her work friends over and some friends and stuff. So I'm cooking all the food basically. She'll help me and stuff, but I'm gonna do all the cooking and you know all the preparing and everything. So I'm excited for that. I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully my motivation and my brain will be functioning in the level that it has to be for that. It has to be, so we'll figure it out. But anyway, yeah, so we're only going to have like about 18 people, I think. But that's enough, you know. It's going to be nice. We're going to do some barbecue, and I'm going to make a couple of trays of food. And we're going to have fun. I wanted to have a little barbecue with her friends. One of her girlfriends has a baby, and she just turned 1, and she's really cute, and I want to like spend some time with her and just, you know, hang out with everybody. So it's going to be fun. So Jenny's going to come, and it's just going to be us, and it'll be like, you know, it'll be a little barbecue fun. So that's what we're going to do. So yeah, okay, so I'm not worried about washing these. Like I said, the peel is off. I'm not worried about that. I'm going to cut them up. I'm going to cut them in rounds, guys, because, and not so thick, because I don't want them to take forever to cook. So I'm going to cut them in some thin rounds, not in big fat chunks or anything. Like little corns, you know. Little warm in here now with the ovens on. We have the air on. We put the air on a little while ago. We didn't have it on all day because it was pretty comfortable in there with the fan and the I hope that the volume is okay. Yeah, sorry about that the other day, guys. I don't know what happened. I was reviewing a video. There it was. No sound on half of it. 28 minutes of it. I was like a beast. I'm just letting you know that when that happens, to me, that's like the world's ending. I freak out because Number one, I put a lot of time and effort into these videos. Love doing it. And there's no explanation and no way to fix it. And I don't know why it happened. It makes no sense. So, when I pause in a minute, I'm going to check the volume, make sure it's working. So, because I'm going to be really, like, it used to happen a lot. It hasn't happened in a very long time. That was the first time in months. So. But it's frustrating because it was a long video and it was 28 minutes and everybody, and I went on the line and I wrote what was happening, and I even put in a description, guys. Do me a favor, when you guys look at my videos, try to read the description, because I put in the description that there was 28 minutes lost of sound, so everybody would know, because I knew everybody was gonna be saying, Linda, I can't hear. Linda, where's the volume? Linda, can you hear me? I can't hear you. This whole thing. So that's why I put it in the description, but everybody was still asking. So if you could just read the title, not the description, the title of I'll usually put it in the title, and then I also put it on the line, on the talking line or whatever, so everybody would know. So yeah. So I apologize for that. Those things can't be helped. I can't do anything about it. It's very frustrating. So, just wanted to let you know that. So Julie and I later, we're going to make up the menu for what we're going to have. I think we're going to do barbecue chicken on the grill. I don't think we're going to do hot dogs and hamburgers. I think we're going to do chicken on the grill, barbecue chicken, and then we're going to do, I'll do a couple of trays of something. I don't know if she wants me to make mac and cheese. I don't know, but we're going to figure it out. Make maybe a pasta salad, a regular salad. Yeah. So I went to church on Sunday, guys, and then I picked up Jenny yesterday. We had a very nice day. Picked her up after church. We went to my sister's. Well, we came home. I gave her lunch. Then we went to my sister Lisa's house because she just came home from a cruise with her whole family. And she has a grandson, and they were up from Florida because of the cruise. And so they were going to be there for a couple more hours, and we haven't seen the baby in months. We saw him in January, and he was, like 9 months, whatever. So she's like, well, you guys want to see the baby? Run on over. So we ran over there, and Jenny had a ball. We had a ball. We saw all my nephews, and just so you know, I have 7 nephews. My sister Lisa has 5 boys, and my sister Gina has 2 boys. I also have I have 6 nephews. My brother has a son, and my brother has 2 girls. So I do have 2 nieces, thank the Lord. But they live in South Carolina. I never see them anymore, which is really, really sad and hard. But anyway, yes, that's what I have. But anyway, so I got to see my nephew who was in Florida, and the other nephews we don't see all the time, So it was really nice, and to be able to see the baby. Such a cute little boy, 1 year old, running around like a crazy man. So cute. Oh my God. Can't wait to be a grandmother. Let me get my picker-upper, because I don't want to spill all these all over the stove. And that's what's going to happen if I pour it. Alright guys, the water's boiling. Perfection. Perfect timing.
Kirby noticed that we were listed as friends instead of patrons on the wall, and he was pretty upset. He wanted to talk to them.
And I have to make a lot of these because I'm telling you, me and Julie fight over them. I might make a couple more in here.
What is wrong with you? It's perfect. What's more innocent than having it come from a child?
This is where I get off, girlfriend.
What does that mean?
That means you're free to marry your children.
See?
He said Santa. My God, I get you removed from an elementary school.
Alright.
It's not like well, terrible. She's sick.
I'm gonna let them start boiling and I'm gonna do 2 more carrots, I think. I might as well leave a couple of carrots raw for salads and stuff, but I will do 2 more. Because I do like carrots raw in salads and stuff. I'll do this one and that one. So comment down below what you guys are doing for dinner.
I'm so sorry. We'll have to make it up. You know, I should get back out there and have a little snippet.
Trying to really utilize all that I bought and obviously and out of the freezer and everything. Taking things out and utilizing them. Want not, waste not. Trying my best not to waste because it's a waste to waste, obviously. Alright. Get these in there. Stick them like in thin coins. I don't want them paper thin and I don't want them thick. You know, I want them in the middle, so. Meatloaf's cooking, and the meatloaf's only going to take about 40-45 minutes because it's small. And we don't like our meat overcooked. Like, I like it just done. Like, I don't like the meatloaf rare like a steak or anything. Or like a burger, a little bit rarer, but we like it a little bit, you know. Not rare, but on the moist side. So, that's what we do. Alright. My husband is watching King of Queens. I don't know if you guys ever seen that show. If you want to laugh your head off, watch the King of Queens. Because you will. It's hysterical. Alright. I'm going to put a little bit of salt in here. Alright. Let this come out to a boil. Where's the spoon that I had? Oh, I don't use that spoon.
I seem to make so many silly mistakes these days.
Okay.
What isn't going to be too happy with me?
Where's the cover? Well, the cover's on the bottom. Where's the cover? Is the cover on the bottom? Oh, the cover's downstairs. Yeah, I'll have to use another cover. I'll be back in a second, guys. Alright, guys. So I'm gonna, I want to skim some of this fat out of the meatloaf because it's just too much. Let's get the bowl here. We'll put the fat right in. See all that? I'm gonna move it over a little bit. Try to get that out. Ow, without burning myself.
I just don't think I need your permission when it comes to us living with me. You're wrong. You're starting to hear.
I mean, there's definitely going to be fat in here, you know, it's left in here. But when I put the gravy in, if I wasn't putting gravy in, or salt, or, you know, brown gravy, or red sauce, I wouldn't even care. I'd leave it just in there. But I want there to be a little bit of the red sauce in there, so I'm trying to eliminate as much. Let me do it a different way.
The principle
I don't want to burn my leg because I've done that before, and that hurts like you know what.
So, Melissa can stay.
Let's do this. Can you guys even see what I'm doing? Yeah, good. But I've done that too before. I videoed and I'm like, oh my god, I was doing the whole thing and you guys didn't even see.
CBS presents Apple TV Video Music Awards. Live CBS September.
Like I said, I don't want the gravy. I don't want the sauce to all be fat. There we go. Alright, that's good, guys. You want a little bit of that juice in there, because that also flavors it. Did I season this? Yeah, I think I did. Alright, let's move this over. See, there's definitely going to be some grease still and stuff in there. I want to get this out. But that's what flavors the food. Right there is all that fat. Alright guys, let's do it. Pour this over. I'll just pour the whole thing in. I don't know if I might not have seasoned the sauce now that I think about it, because I think I put the remainder of the sauce that I had in there. That's right, I can season it now. And I will, because I don't want it to be tasteless. Let's do some garlic powder. No, that's onion powder, guys. Let's do some garlic. Everything has to be seasoned, otherwise it's going to taste like zero. You want it to taste like zero? No, you don't. You don't. Little salt in the gravy, in the sauce. We'll do pepper. I'm going to put some Italian seasoning in, and then I'm going to put a little bit of grated cheese. Like I told you guys before, you can't be afraid to season, guys. You can't. Where's the grated cheese now? It's over here. And this will cook about another 15 minutes, not much longer. But it's been here, well, it's been here 30 minutes, so. Just give this a little mix. Like this, so everything is mixed in. Alright, like this. It's all distributed. Let's go. Alexa, set the timer for 20 minutes.
20 minutes, starting
And then
now.
we'll check it, guys. Alright, we'll get the rice going now. What I'm doing is, I'm gonna dump a little bit of water in this, and then shake it up, and then pour that in there. Not a lot. Just a little. Well, I'm gonna do it in a minute. I'll save this in case it gets a little dry. Sometimes it does, it'll eat up some of the sauce, you know, so I'm gonna keep that. Alright, see all that, guys? And that's good because we're not gonna eat that, you know? We're not gonna eat this, so that's perfect. It's good to get that out of there. Alright, let's cut up, I'm gonna cut up a little bit more basil and parsley because I wanna put it in the rice and I wanna put it on top of the sauce a little bit. Where's the basil that I just washed? Where is it? Oh no, did I put it in here? Yeah, here it is. I just washed more basil and I rolled it up in the paper towel. Okay, I'm glad I found it. Alright, so let's get this all chopped up a little bit. Basil has a little bit stems on. I'm gonna take those off. I washed it already from the garden. So I just went out there and cut it with the scissor. I didn't check the volume. Let me go back and check it. Not that I could do anything about it anyway. I don't even know what I could do about it. If it's not on, I can't do anything about it. So I don't know why it happens. I really don't. Just give it a rough chop. And this will, like I said, go in the rice. This will flavor the rice. You know, to flavor rice, white rice, guys, you can put a little chicken bouillon in there. You can put a little bit of beef bouillon. You can put vegetable bouillon. You can put, you know, I put garlic powder. Or you can put garlic powder, but you put butter. You could season it with anything you want. You know, if you wanted to do like a Chinese, you could put soy sauce. You could put Worcestershire, anything you want to rev up the white rice. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do chicken bouillon today, and I'm gonna do the basil and the parsley, and a little bit of garlic powder and butter. That's what I'm doing tonight. Might as well. No, I'm not gonna use it. All right, so let's get the water out. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. I'm doing 2 cups of rice. So the rice that I do, as I said, is the instant. So I'm going to do 2 cups of rice. I'll show you. Let me see if that's 2 cups. Oh, I got to check the rice. I got the coop. I have to check the carrots. Let me take a little bit out of here. Yeah, that's just about 2 cups. Let's check the carrots, guys. Let's see how they're doing. Looking good. I don't want them mushy, but I don't want them hard either. So the knife's going through. I'm gonna let this cook another couple. Ooh, that's hot. Another couple of minutes, and then we'll check those out. All right. So right now I'm gonna season the rice water. Let me see how much is that. I want to do a little bit. You know, I think I'm gonna do 2 cups. That's good. I'm gonna put a little drop of onion, not a lot. A little bit of garlic, because I'm gonna put I told you I'm gonna put some bouillon in here. I'm not gonna put any salt, because the bouillon will be a little salty, so I don't want to do any of that. We'll also put a little bit of the steak seasoning, because that's just my universal seasoning, guys. Buttery steakhouse, Kinder, I love it. Just a little bit. Because again, it could be, you know, you gotta be careful with it. I'm gonna put the parsley in here. This I'm gonna leave for the sauce when I bring the sauce out. And let me put a little bit of the chicken bouillon. Not a lot, guys. Not a lot. Where is it? Just a little, probably about a teaspoon, maybe. Let's get the whisk. We'll whisk it up. Any seasonings you want. I'm gonna put butter in here too. Any seasonings you want. I have to get more butter. Give it a good whisk. Let me get butter. Make sure that this is not losing its water. No, it's not losing its water. Let's cut some butter. Put butter in here. Oh wait, I think if I'm not mistaken, do I put the rice in? I always forget if I put the rice in with the water. I'll be right back, guys. All right, people. This is gonna go in the microwave for like 4 minutes. I'm gonna put it on because I want it really hot. Well, it says 4 or 5 minutes. Water. You boil water and then you put the rice in and let it sit. Bill, the air's on, right? Should I shut the ice maker off? Because I gotta put the
Yeah, shut the ice maker.
All right.
Is it full?
Yeah.
It's gotta be done.
I just want to make sure because I thought you had maybe I didn't mix up the mashed potatoes and with the rice. And you're supposed to bring water to a boil using the table below. Stir in the gravy, add instant white rice. Remove from heat. Yes. I knew I was right. I always question myself. All right. My back hurts, guys. My lower back lately has been killing me. My sciatic. I don't know what it is, but. My hair sticking up. It's in a ponytail and don't mind it. This is just what it is today. I'm not trying to win a beauty contest today. Look at this, guys. These tomatoes, my tomatoes are so yummy. They're so good. I have a bunch outside that I put out there today just to get some more sun. I have these, and I'll show you the other ones that are outside. I gave my sister some yesterday. I brought them. I had more of these that were kind of reddish green, so I gave them like 4 or 5 each, and I gave them a couple of these each. Trying to accumulate them, to give to them because they don't have tomatoes. They have just herbs, basil, and parsley. So they didn't do a really full garden this year. So I figured I'm going to share, Anyway. This is like our third nice tomato. We already ate this. Oh, I got another half in there. I forgot I gotta eat that. It's a half of one of these that was really, really good. So I gotta use that up. But yeah, I'm trying to accumulate to share and also to do some canning with. Even if I don't can, even if I just take the tomatoes that I have left over that I'm not using or whatever that that I'm not gonna use. And I cut them up and freeze them, and boil or whatever and stick them in the freezer. This way I can use them during the year during the fall and the winter for sauces and stuff. But I don't know how I don't know how many I'm going to have. But you know what, guys? You know what I might do? I think what I'm going to do is go to the little farm stand over here and buy the San Marzano tomatoes that they sell there. They usually are cheaper by the end of the season and buy a bunch of those and can them or freeze them. Definitely going to do something like that because I really want to do that this year. All right, let's check out the, let's fork the carrots and see. Because like I said, I don't want the carrots to overcook. And let's see what's going on over here. Ooh, nice, guys. Let's put the light on for 1 minute just so I can see what's going on here. Yeah, these are done. They're fork tender. The fattest ones are fork tender. So let me get the strainer. Okay, give me 1 second. Put these over here. I want to strain them, and then what I'm gonna do is put the put the butter and stuff in there. Okay. I got these store tomatoes over here. I was gonna make salsa with them, and they're bad. They're actually bad. I gotta throw them out. So there you go. Ridiculous. All right. All right, let's let me make sure this isn't hot. All right. The water for the rice is done. Let me get a bowl. All right, let me get the water.
Damn right.
Mm. The smell is amazing. So put the water in here from the rice. For the rice, I mean. Get all that good seasoning and stuff out of there. I'll use this for the rice, rice as well. I'll just dry it up a little bit because all the rice is going to stick to it. It'll be okay though. It'll be better before you get married. So we need a little bit over two cups of rice. That's what I did. Let's see. Yeah, that's perfect actually. Huh. Not too bad. Not too bad. Alright. Perfect. Give this a mix and then I will let this sit for 5 minutes. You gotta let this sit for 5 minutes. And let's put this over here. That's ready. That's done. Alright, let's I'm gonna open up the meatloaf, the oven, and I'm gonna put some of that parsley and basil on top of there. On top of that. Looking good, guys. Looking good. Alright. No waste there. Let me just check the meatloaf because it's been in, I would say another 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes. It's in, Alexa, how much longer on the timer?
You have 4 minutes and 30 seconds
Oh,
left.
okay, yeah,
on
it's
your
been in
20-minute timer.
about 20, let's say, no. What did I put it on? 30, 45, about 45 minutes it'll be on. So. Alright guys, we're going to put a piece of butter in here. And let me check something on here. Oh, it's a piece of basil. Okay. Alright, we'll put the carrots in there. I think I'll make maybe a can of corn for my husband. Since I'm making carrots and he doesn't eat carrots. He eats them, but he just doesn't want to eat them. You know what I like to do? I like to put the brown sugar in first because then it if you don't do that, guys, then it gets like thick, you know. So let me do that. Alright. Whisk in some brown sugar. Where's that whisk I had? Oh, well, away. Can you guys see this? Let's bring you over here so you can actually see what Linda is doing. Put a little bit of brown sugar in there. And melt it, get it in there with the butter. Now you don't want to burn it, obviously. We're going to lower this flame. And let all that butter and brown sugar coat it. I'm going to put the top back on this and let this simmer a couple minutes, and then I'll be back, guys. All right, guys. Oh, I'll put a little pepper on it. I'm going to do a little salt. And that's all we're putting on here. Alexa, stop. All right. The rice is almost ready. And the meatloaf will be ready in a minute to take out. Cover this. Put this in the sink. I'll show you the rice, guys.
She's 3 years clean and sober. All the charges were dropped, and she's great with men. I hope you don't mind, but I gave her your number in case there's an emergency.
All right, guys, the rice has to sit another minute because it still has some water in it. So that means it needs to sit longer. So let me cover it. I'll be right back. All right, guys. I'm just gonna cut this up, okay? Give me that knife there, Bill. The knife is in the drain board there. All right.
Bill just got yelled
And
at.
like I said, this is a small meatloaf, but it's perfect for Bill and I. And leftovers. Yeah, that's done. Yep, it's perfectly done. You can see it's nice and moist still. Cook like 50 minutes. That's all you need. If you like your meat cooked, if you like it well done, leave it in for 3 hours. I don't know. Not 3 hours, maybe an hour and a half or whatever. It depends on how you like your meat. This brings back memories, and it's 100% a memory when my mom used to make mashed potatoes with it. The red sauce, which, oh God, it was so good. But the rice is going to be delicious with it. What was I coming in here for? Oh, the little spatula. All right, the carrots are yummy. All right, we got the spatula here for for the meatloaf. Here's the rice, guys. See, look at that. 2 cups, a little over 2 cups. Ooh, this is going to be so yummy with all that basil and parsley in there and stuff. Let me taste it. Mmm. And the bouillon, guys, that's amazing. Butter, a little garlic, salt, a little bit of, no, I didn't even put any salt in. I put the bouillon. The fresh basil and the fresh garlic, not the fresh garlic, the fresh basil and the fresh parsley, garlic powder. It is delicious. It's so good. All right, I'll be back and show you my plate. My plate. Happy, happy dance. Happy dance. Woo! Yeah. Crazy. I'm crazy. Okay, guys, I'll be right back.
Great.
All right, guys, here we are. Oh my goodness, it's delicious. The rice, the carrots. I got a piece of meatloaf there. This is a meal, a home-cooked, delicious meatloaf meal that reminds me of my mom. Just except the rice. There would be mashed potatoes and gravy, but that's okay. Yep, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribers button, because when you subscribe, it really does help my channel grow. And I so appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the notification button with the bell so you guys can be notified every time I upload a new video. Like and share and comment down below. Thank you so much for coming into my home and my kitchen with me and creating, guys. I love you. I hope you're having a great, great, great Monday. See you on the next video. Bye. Happy days. Bye. Bye.